Hey guys, it's Giselle and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about, you guessed it, Tomorrowland. So as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be kind of giving you like my Tomorrowland experience, and then at the end of the video I'm going to do a little Q&A. But before I get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and put a thumbs up on this video. Alright, so I'm going to start with like some basic things about Tomorrowland. It's located in Belgium, Boom to be exact. It takes place in July, specifically like the second and third week of July. It's 2 weekends because like it sells out so quickly. Last year, I was lucky enough to get my hands on week 1 tickets for Tomorrowland, and it was their 15th anniversary, so I was super excited. But the thing is, getting tickets is extremely hard, and at the end of the video, I'll go through how it was that I went through the whole ticket process. But I would like to say it does live up to the hype, and I would advise for anyone to go. It is an amazing festival. If you have the funds and if you have the time, do it before it is too late, because like you never know when maybe another coronavirus is gonna happen and then you can't go. So I'm actually gonna start off my little experience by showing you guys what the like wristband came in. So this is where I got my wristband. Right here, here I actually have the wristband right here. The wristband went in here, and if you can see, sorry my nails are disgusting, but it's made out of leather, and like the attention to detail is insane, and like this thing is actually a book. Like, and I haven't read it because I don't really read, I'm not a reader, so I don't know what it's about, but I'm assuming it's about the Book of Wisdom. So Tomorrowland has like different type of themes every single year, and for their 15th anniversary it was the Book of Wisdom. So here's a clip of the main stage. So as you can see, like you can kind of see like the Book of Wisdom in there, and then there's a crowd, and it's super cool. It would actually like change pages, which I mean, cool. Yeah, like that's kind of crazy. I was super confused when I saw it. I was like, is that thing actually moving? But yeah, so getting to the festival was actually, it wasn't that hard, but I mean, it had its ups and downs. If you haven't traveled really like out of the country and you don't really get like the train systems or the bus, like going on a bus in another country, it's gonna be kind of difficult. I stayed in Antwerp, so I didn't get the chance to camp, which is very unfortunate. I'm hoping I can go next year so I can camp and like do the whole, like the actual Tomorrowland experience. But the hotel that I was staying at actually had a third-party shuttle that would pick you up at the hotel, drop you off at the festival, pick you up at the festival, and then drop you back off at the entrance of the hotel. And they don't say that in their website, so that's a really good thing to keep in mind, that there are third-party shuttles. And you can also take the train, which I did do one day, and it was a mess. Like, it was kind of easy to figure out, but it didn't really say like, oh, like here's a stop, blah, blah, blah. And there was no one on the train either, so that was just like not that fun. Once you get to the festival, you actually, I mean, where I got dropped off, I'm pretty sure it's just one big main entrance, but you walk through like a neighborhood and you get to like the main area, kind of like the first security checkpoint, and there's a whole bunch of people like selling wristbands. There's like little bars there, like bumping music and everything, and it's pretty cool, but again, still kind of confusing because you're like, eh. And I wasn't sure, like, here, actually, I'm gonna show you guys my outfit. So this is what I wore the first day, this is what I wore the second day, and this is what I wore the third day. And as you can tell, I'm dressed as like how I would go to a festival here. But no, it was so bad over there. Like, people were staring at me. Kid you not, they were in like rompers, jeans, shorts, like very like basic, kind of like you're going out to brunch or you're going to the mall. And when I'm saying everyone was like giving me the weirdest look, like I felt super uncomfortable. But yeah, so also keep that in mind. Once we got through the first checkpoint, at this checkpoint, they kind of like give you a little plastic bag and you put your phone there, cigarettes if you have them, like your wallet and stuff like that, so that you can kind of see that. And then you go to like this one little area where there's like security guards, and they open up your bag and literally like they don't check for anything. Like, I brought in sunscreen, I brought in water, I brought in anything I wanted, and they did not, like, they're like, oh cool, okay, go. And so you know, so yeah, you could bring things in very easily. So then once you go through that, it's another, like, you take another walk, and it's like maybe a little less than like half a mile, and then you get to the main part. So actually right here, I'm gonna show you guys, this is the main entrance area. As you can see, you can actually see the people that are dressed super casually there. They had a DJ, which was really cool. And then that little dome in the back, that's where you would go in and like go through the little, what are those things called? You know, the thing at the airport where they like beep, 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 like the metal detector. You would go through the metal detector and then you would just scan your pass and like you're in, and that's pretty much it. Once you got inside, it was like super cool. It's pretty much like at a park, and they convert this park into the festival, and the festival has 17 stages. Like, I've never been to a festival with 17 stages. Maybe the most is like 8. I don't know. But 17 stages, and when I'm telling you, every single stage had like amazing production, like it was, they put so much effort into this. You want to pay them. Like, you're like, I didn't get charged enough. Because when I'm telling you, every single tent, every single stage was insane. Like, this is actually the map. So yeah, it's like this whole thing. And another thing is the food is phenomenal. I was hearing from people that they actually have like restaurants there with Michelin stars, which is insane, because you don't really go to a festival and think, oh, I'm gonna eat really, really good food. You just think like chicken tenders, fries, pizza, I don't know, noodles. Oh, an arepa, honestly. Tomorrowland has its own currency, so the only thing you can pay with is your wristband or like a little token that they give you, and you keep on refilling this throughout the festival. Like I said, the currency is pearls, so you have to either pay with your credit card or pay cash, and they have like stations that you can reload all over the festival. Again, super cool. Like, everything was placed very, very strategically. There was always refill stations, and when I say refill stations, I mean like for your pearls, because they didn't have water refill stations. So that's something to kind of keep a heads up on. The bathrooms. The bathrooms were insane. Like, I get really excited like for festival bathrooms when they're very, very clean, because I mean, here in the States, it's like disgusting. Like, you could smell them from honestly like a block away. But at Tomorrowland, the porta potties were actually like flushable, and they were refilling the toilet paper all the time. They were cleaning it all the time. And even at the main stage, like the main stage bathroom, they had like DJs playing there. So just imagine it. It's not a bathroom vibe. It's like I don't know what type of vibe it is, honestly, but it's really cool. And I actually want to show you guys two of the, what's it called, stages, because I was mind blown by them. So this first stage right here, it was in a dome, like literally a dome. So imagine like a circus tent. You go inside and it was pitch black. Like, I could not see anything walking into that tent. I was like hoping I didn't bump into anyone, but they literally had like, as you can see here, it's straight lasers. Lasers coming from the top, lasers coming from in front of you, coming from the side. And it was like, holy, like, what am I doing? And this is actually during Adam Bayer's set. So you can already imagine how that was. This other stage right here was actually like, I'm gonna say it's a dragon, and the head moved and the wings actually flapped. So those are the stages, and they also had a rave cave, but I don't really have any videos of that. So other than the stages and everything, like I'm saying, the experience is really cool. You kind of have to go to see it. Like, someone can tell you like, I had a great time, but it's not the same as actually going. Even though it sells out very quickly, I don't know why, but it was extremely empty. Like, you would just walk in and out. I would, kid you not, like all the videos that I have, I'm extremely close to like the rail, because you could get to the rail in like 5 seconds. It's not crowded. People aren't like, you're not like a sardine where it's really uncomfortable and people are kind of just rude. People kind of just like, they're like, oh, excuse me, okay. They move around and blah, blah, blah. So I feel like that's kind of enough on my experience on Tomorrowland. I'm hoping, like I said, that I can like do a vlog next year if I can get my hands on tickets. So keep an eye out for that. So let's move on to the Q&A. So the first question is, how much does that cost? The ticket itself costs $375 once you converted it from euros to dollars, which is not expensive at all. And that's only for the like general entrance. So that's not with camping. That doesn't include camping. That doesn't include like anything. It's just your pass, which again, like I say, is not that expensive for what can be a 4-day festival. I stayed at a hotel, and I'm actually like a Hilton team member, so that means I get like really cheap hotel discounts. And like the hotel was extremely cheap for me. I didn't spend like more than $200 on hotels. So keeping that in mind, for a normal person, I would say that you should budget like a good $5,000 to $6,000, and that is with airfare. Without airfare, I would say $2,000, you're super good. Like you that should be more than enough depending on how you spend. Next question. This question is extremely popular. A lot of people ask me this like whenever I see them, and it's, do they have a tent where they test party favors? And the answer is no. Unfortunately, they don't. All right, so another question is, how was I able to get tickets? This question, again, is very popular because if I ever met someone that went to Tomorrowland, I always said, how did you get tickets? So I went on Reddit and I kind of like tried finding out how people get their hands on tickets, and pretty much I couldn't find any information. So I went on the website, and right when I went on the website, they were doing, like, you have to sign up pretty much for tickets. So they were doing a pre-sale. This was the sign up for the pre-sale. So I didn't get tickets for that. So since I was already signed up for the pre-sale, I was signed up for the pre-sale. And then the pre-sale came around, didn't get tickets for that. So I waited for the normal sale, and I did not get tickets for that either. So I actually emailed them because since I was studying abroad, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be in Europe, and if I don't get my hands on, like, if I don't get tickets, I'm gonna be a very, very, like, not angry, but I was just gonna be like, ugh, you know, like, come on, like, it's perfect timing. So yeah, I didn't get tickets for the sale, and I ended up emailing them and saying like, hey, my name's Giselle, I'm gonna be studying abroad, blah, 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 kind of telling them information they didn't really care about, but I just kept like rambling, pretty much said, I really want to go to Tomorrowland. I have been trying for years. I did not get tickets for any of the sales. Is there anything you can do? Like, is there anything? And pretty much I got an email back saying we could put you on a wait list. Saying we could put you on a wait list. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, of course. So then I ended up doing that with another email too. I put another email on a wait list, and I put my friend's email on the wait list as well. So that's 3 emails on the wait list. And out of those 3, I only got 1 email saying you need to log in at this time on this date, which was 5 a.m. here in Florida, to purchase tickets. And pretty much that's how that happened. So it was just like consistency and asking, because I mean, sometimes you just got to do that. And something to keep in mind as well is when you are purchasing tickets, you got to remember that this is from like a European country. So if your credit card is not like, what's the word? You're gonna have to call up your credit card and be like, hey, I'm gonna be doing like a foreign transaction because it's more than, I guess, $200, because my credit card, 3 of my credit cards got blocked. And I was freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, I only have this moment right now to buy tickets. But I eventually figured that out. And yeah, so that's how I got tickets. So pretty much, yeah, like just keep your fingers crossed if you want tickets. That's what I'm doing, honestly. Another good question that I got was, do they check IDs? This question is important because, for example, me, I wasn't sure who I was going with. And when you do buy tickets, it gives you like a time frame to put the name of the ticket holder. If you don't put the name of the ticket holder, they pretty much take your ticket back and sell it to someone else. On the website, they kind of make it seem that the name, I mean, not seem, they say it. If the name on the ticket does not match the name on the ID, you cannot get in. And that is not true. They do not check IDs. I know I like said a lot of information in this video and I kind of like rambled, but if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I can, honestly, if there's enough questions, I could do another follow-up video on Tomorrowland. And yeah, I'm actually gonna leave this video by adding like a little clip of like a little short film of videos that I got there. Like I said, my GoPro died the first day, so I couldn't get that many. So yeah, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to put a thumbs up and click that subscribe button. But other than that, I'll see you guys very soon, and enjoy this video.
When night has become the day, they're sending you far away, so, so far away. When everything starts to fade, you don't have to be